Hello everyone, this is Jacob, coming to you live for another Yolo gaming play session. For this episode, we're going to be doing Galaxy Force 2, which is a classic arcade game that is Placido 3D. It definitely reminds me of Star Fox as I look at this. This is a game that I acquired recently, and I'm not going to lie, this is going to be kind of a blind Yolo game playthrough, as I've never experienced this before. I was looking up Galaxy Force 2 information. Sega basically pulled an afterburner with this game that it's not a true sequel to Galaxy Force. It was more of like a 2.0 version of the game. So we're going to go ahead and start. One of the great things about this game, as I've seen here, is that it looks like you can choose which planet you want to go to first. So that's neat. I really like that concept. Not too many games give you a non-linear choice as far as back in the early and late 80s. So we're gonna start. Let's go on ahead and go to Fire Planet, what looks like fire. As my ship gets ready to launch off. There we go. So, I will warn you, the controls to move up and down are a little wonky as I'm using the controller. But it plays pretty well for a port of an arcade game. Of course, I continue to crash like a bumbling idiot here. So, quite a few enemies. The energy really is draining. Come on, it's like, okay, there is a speed button to use, and that's great. So I come down, and there's a huge firestorm, and can it damage my ship? Not sure if I got damaged by it or not. I guess we'll eventually figure that out. So now we're going to penetrate the enemy fortress. And I'm getting quite a good score here. And my shield is broken. That's not good. I said the controls could be a little awkward. And this definitely reminds me of Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. Get down here. Staying the light, and now we're... Oh, and I did get some extra energy. That's good. 590. So, you get some energy... You get your energy replenished once you get through certain sections of the game. We got a bunch of... I'm surprised there's not more ships on screen, but... I guess we'll see. Now we're going back into another enemy fortress. So I don't know how long these levels last. And there is, actually there's some digitized voice acting that lets you know where you need to turn, if you need to go right or left. It's nice as far as exploring these narrow corridors. So trying to not get hit. Getting down to about 680 energy. And now we gotta destroy the control center. And that's all it took? Wow. So yeah, after you clear a mission, you get your score, and the score will help replenish your energy. And it looks like once the energy goes down to 0, then it will be game over. Again, this is a blind playthrough, as I've never touched Galaxy Force 2. It was a game that I recently acquired by local used video game store. It was here in my hometown. And there's a lot of... And missile barrage. It's kind of tough to avoid those missiles. See here, left and right. It's almost like you have to be you have to be right in the center to make sure you avoid those missiles. And we're down to getting down to 800, and oh, there's a ring there. So this is the grass planet. At least I assume it's grass. I guess that's what they're going for. And I just keep firing away, seeing there's more ships. And it looks like there's a bunch of trees that just pop out of nowhere. As they look around, they point up, looks like vegetation. So, we'll just assume that they're trees. And I'm getting down to 400 energy. I'm getting low, which isn't good. My shield is still broken. Unfortunately, I don't know how you can get your shield repaired if it gets repaired after clearing the stage. And we got an enemy fortress. So this game, at least when it comes to 3D technology, it was a little bit ahead of its time. It was after Zaxxon and maybe after Afterbirth, I'm not 100% sure. But it came around the same time as those two games. Or say years later. And oh good, I got more energy. I was down to about 163 and then all of a sudden got a nice boost of energy. The hard part is just having enough energy to survive the stage and not get hit all over the place. One of the downsides is that when you take damage, you get a little bit of sideways knockback, which will just send you flying. It's really hard to recover from this game's knockback. We're getting down to about 500 energies. Still a lot of turrets in this section. And we got a lot of turn and I'm really trying hard to not hit the floor and ceiling. I'm sure there's a bunch of times that I've hit either the ceiling or the floor. I'm trying to avoid, like I said, the controls can be a little awkward at times with using the D-pad. And I know this was before the days of analog sticks. If there was like a joystick controller made for the Genesis, it'd probably be a good recommendation to use that type of controller for this game. Because I feel like at least you would have better steering. And I'm down to less than 150 at this point. This isn't good. Hoping I can at least get to the boss. And oh, we got the control center. Alright, let's hope you're as easy as the last control center. Oh, and whew, 77 energy. Wow, I barely got through mission 2. Oh boy, that's not good. I'm only at 605 energy. It's gonna be really hard to get through this next plant. And since it's yellow, I guess it's just either lightning or really bad fumes. Here, so I'll try to get through what I can in stage 3, but I likely won't be advancing past this point, especially if all the knockback that I'm getting. It's like get hit by another tree. See, that's what it's called. And we got some haystacks at the bottom. Which, if you get into the outskirts of my hometown, a lot of rural areas, so wouldn't be too surprising. Surprised to see that in this game. And I'm down to less than 150, so it looks like my pilot is gonna crash soon. I don't think it's gonna make it too much further, but hey, I got through 2 planets and I got to the 3rd mission on 1 cred. That's not too bad. And I'm gonna penetrate the energy fortress with 28 energy. And see here. 10 and 0. Game is over. With the Genesis port of this game, once you hit your energy 0, it's game over. So we got past the fire plant, the green planet, and I am going to put in my initials for a high score. I don't believe this game has a backup battery, so the high score does not save. It's only while you have the game on. So, at least got a high score there. So, this has been Galaxy Force 2. Got pretty far, so next time, going to be tackling another special Sega Genesis game. See you guys next time.